Now, when we talk about global-local debate, the global by the term itself, you know that the global is called globalization. It has come. The context of the topic is globalization. When globalization has been there, the globalization has resulted into localization of globalization. Can we say? Localization of globalization and localization of globalization of localization. Localization of globalization and globalization of localization. That is called globalization. Now, how you will know? So, we want to have at local level global standards. Local level, global. So, every nook and corner nowadays in marriage reception, क्या चलता है? Right. Buffet system चलता है, isn't it? पहले वाला system नहीं चलता है. Self-serving system. Global standard. No. In past it used to be different. Right. So catering wala, you give the contact to catering wala, I say it is universal. Right. Taste is universal. Menu is universal. Yes? So that is what you will find. It is called globalization. ये ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड था, वेस्टर्न स्टैंडर्ड था, ये केटरिंग कंसेप्ट एंड सेल्फ सर्विंग कंसेप्ट, isn't it? Now it has reached to the local level. No. चाउमीन, बर्गर एंड क्या है ये मोमोज, राइट? दे हैव रीच्ड टू local level people they enjoy more eating that. Although Rajinder Nagar में भी काफी भीड़ लगता है, isn't it? This you can say. So it is, these things are reaching at local level, and local things, right? So local things you will find samosa, pakoda, right? Bread pakoda, isn't it? So if you take now, it will be considered traditional. So this is what, let's say, that is going. Or let's say school that sarcastically we have been giving examples of Tagore International School, ठाकुर इंटरनेशनल स्कूल. मतलब एक रूम का स्कूल है, लिख रहा है इंटरनेशनल स्कूल. मतलब नेशनल स्कूल भी नहीं है, वो इंटरनेशनल स्कूल. All schools are trying to offer you global standard of education. Right, global standard. India नहीं, global standard. Right, तो they advertise also like that. School का advertisement आप देखोगे. Right, it has tie up with British school, and they don't teach Indian syllabus. They teach all British syllabus. Right, this is how you find global. School education going global. This हॉस्पिटल, सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल, मतलब हॉस्पिटल है नहीं, बट यू हैव सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल. दिस यू शुड नो दैट. सो दैट इज व्हाट, एंड ऑल हॉस्पिटल्स आर सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल, isn't it? हाउ सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल? तो सुपर स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल कैसा होता है? तो उसमें लेट्स एवरीथिंग इज वेल कस्टमाइज्ड. Great. So there is a well customized system. डॉक्टर से आपको मिलना होगा, फर्स्ट मीटिंग होगा, राइट? ही विल चार्ज यू फॉर एवरी मीटिंग, ही विल चार्ज यू. दिस इज हाउ. जो ट्रेडिशनल डॉक्टर होता था वो एक बार के बाद, जब तक आपका बीमारी चल रहा है, so it is globalized system, right? Global standard, right? This is how local has also gone global. Local has also gone global, isn't it? जैसे कि आपको बोलते हैं कि वेजिटेरियन पिज़्ज़ा मिलेगा, वेजिटेरियन बर्गर मिलेगा, KFC वालों ने वेजिटेरियन लेट्स एगलेस एग फ्री क्या बोलते हैं, isn't it? Right. This is what we'll find that they are incorporating local menus, local taste in their global brand, isn't it? Yeah, local brands have reached to global level. So that way you'll find that you can say self-help groups going global. That way you can say, or some of the Indian local brands going global, right? So that way you can say. So that is how, let's say that ki local becoming global. So that is called globalization is localized and localization is globalized. Both give rise to call globalization. Globalization plus localization means globalization. Globalization mean, let's say that means mix of both. The mix of both example is Slumdog Millionaire. Right. Slumdog is local, millionaire is global. Right. Rock plus foe. सोफ़ा इटालियन है बट फोटो जो लगा है वो ट्राइबल का है लोगों के घरों में, isn't it? ग्लोबल प्लस लोकल. दिस दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी पे आते हैं फिर बिकॉज दे आर वेरी अप टू डेट इन फैशन, वेरी एडवांस इन फैशन. दिस विल फाइंड, isn't it? So one day they will have global attire, next day they will have tribal attire. Isn't it? So this is what you will find that you want to be global also, you want to be local also. Right. Today's Indian women don't feel hurt. पहले क्या होता था कि एक टाइम था जो ट्रेडिशनल टाइम, तो वीमेन यूज टू वियर बैंगल्स. जब मॉडर्निटी आया, व्हेन मॉडर्निटी केम, वियरिंग बैंगल्स वर कंसिडर्ड एज समथिंग बैकवर्डनेस, और इट इज शैकल. बैंगल्स मीन्स शैकल्स, फेटर्स, isn't it? तो दे स्टार्टेड वियरिंग ऑफ. ग्लोबलाइजेशन आया. ग्लोबलाइजेशन, ग्लोबलाइजेशन में क्या होता है? इन वन हैंड फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर बैंगल, राइट, एंड इन वन हैंड देयर इज वॉच. दिस इज ग्लोबल, दिस इज लोकल, राइट, एंड दे आर assertive. They go office, isn't it? So now you'll find that ki you don't have, traditionally wearing bangle was considered something backward, but now it is a sign of, let's say, representing culture, representing modernity. Right. This is how you should know that globalization.
Welcome to LUKMAAN IAS. Study General Studies with LUKMAAN IAS for building comprehensive knowledge. GS paper 2 and 4 will be taken by S. Ansari and other papers will be covered by renowned faculties. Live classes are as effective as offline classes. The classes are highly interactive in nature. Your doubts and queries will be addressed and there will be dictation of notes. In the last 10 years, LUKMAAN IAS has set up a niche in the field of UPSC guidance.
Anyhow, these things are to understand global local debate, but how these things have to do with our local bodies, how it is related to urban governance. So we have to talk in the context of urban governance, urban local bodies. So in urban local bodies you should know that globalization has resulted into global city. No, global city. हमने क्या, most of the developing countries are what they are planning. There is city to city contact, city to city interaction has increased in globalization. So when city to city interaction has increased, interface has increased, then let's say cities want to grow like something other city, like New York City. तो Delhi, let's say that कि Sheila Dixit wanted to make Delhi like New York, or there is Manhattanization. Manhattanization means high-rise buildings. So most of the city, even a small town also, you will go, the first thing you will see in that city is a high-rise building. Water supply hai ki nahi hai, forget about that. You will have necessarily one high-rise building, and people are enjoying it, isn't it? People want to also live in high-rise building, which has become a status symbol. So high-rise building you can find, that is called Manhattanization. Or let's say we want to develop our city like New York City. You want to make this city like European city, as we say smart city. So cities have started incorporating the standards of other global cities. Let's say that Dubai city, it has high-rise building. So other cities will also try to have high-rise building. Okay. That tower it is considered. So that is what you will find that global local debate has influenced urban governance. How it has influenced urban governance? The urban governance should enhance its infrastructure quality as per the standards of global city. And there is a kind of race and competition to become more and more global. So local means city is becoming more global. So local is becoming global means what it will do? It will maintain parks, it will develop roads, it will adopt BRT system, it will have smart housing projects, it will have hospitals, super specialty hospitals, it will try to develop schools as global schools. That kind of things you can find in urban local bodies or urban local areas. Like you will find that BRT system, bus rapid transit system. In India, bus rapid transit system was adopted on the pattern of European model, Australia and New Zealand, but it failed. First city started from Ambedkar Nagar, BR Ambedkar Nagar to Lajpat Nagar. In past with local road it used to take 1 hour, by smart road it used to take 2 to 3 hours. Right. Once I was also party to that. Right. I also wanted to experience bus rapid transit system. Right. Anyhow, we'll say of that what happens. The smart bus, you know that nowadays you have smart buses. The high speed buses, high capacity buses you have. Local buses are not running. These are all examples of global standard. The global standard, similarly you know that garbage disposal also become global standard. कैसे गार्बेज डिस्पोजल? तो यूल फाइंड बस स्टैंड के पास 2 होता है बॉक्स, राइट. एक पे लिखा होता है जैविक, एक पे लिखा होता है अजैविक. अब आपने ध्यान नहीं दिया होगा, फिर से ध्यान देना, उस पर लिखा रहता है, राइट. सो कंपोजेबल, नॉन कंपोजेबल, राइट. सो दिस इज हाउ. सो जैविक एंड अजैविक, दिस इज कॉल्ड ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड. इसलिए कि यूरोपियन सिटीज़ में भी 2 ऐसे ही बॉक्स होते हैं बस स्टैंड पे, जहाँ लोग अपना वेस्ट, लेट्स से दे विल थ्रो वेस्ट, isn't it? बट इंडिया में तो लोगों को हैबिट नहीं है थ्रो करने का, डिस्पोजेबल्स. तो अब लिखा है जैविक, लिखा है अजैविक. अब वो कंफ्यूज्ड है किस में थ्रो करना है. वो देख रहा है, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, फिर थोड़ा इधर उधर देखता है, फिर नीचे फेंक देता है. So, वैसे जो हमारे जो डस्टबिन बॉक्स होते हैं वो हमेशा उल्टा होते हैं, सीधा नहीं होते, राइट. बट इट इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ global coming to local. That garbage disposal, nothing should be thrown outside, everything should be thrown in the dustbin, and that's also segregation should be done, right? There should be segregation. Similarly, smart houses were constructed for garbage, right? You know, there are smart houses. People coming from rural area, they wonder, right, कितना अच्छा घर बना है. तो उनको लगता होगा कुछ स्पेशल चीज होगा. So that is what you'll find. I'm talking positive also and negative also. So that is what you'll find, that it has resulted into urban local bodies focusing more on urban amenities as per global standards. That will result into skewed development. Skewed development means that you can have global standard of schools, but you will not have even basic schools for children, for basic education. The way you need health clinics, not super specialty hospitals. So, but we can claim that Delhi has super specialty hospitals, but it does not have health clinics in mohallas. The basic health clinic जो होता है, एक public health clinic in every mohalla there should be. You don't have health clinic. People will not go for super specialty hospital for fever and cough and other such problems. So global result into ignoring local. This you should know. Means your focus on or your own problem is shifted, and you start catering to a particular class of citizens. The only particular class of citizens would be catered through education, health, transportation, parks, other such maintenance. Means you can have high-rise buildings, smart houses, but you cannot have affordable houses for common people. Similarly, road and transportation. The road and transportation you can develop, but again that road and transportation will not be public transportation. It will cater to the particular class of society. So that is what we will find, that its criticisms we talk, but its benefits are that it results into greater devolution, it results into managerial devolution, it results into greater autonomy to local bodies, and it results into institutional pluralism. That is called ultra-localism. Means there would be a kind of new localism also. Means global local debate also gives rise to new localism. That is the next topic that we have to talk. Means greater devolution of powers, more and more managerial devolution of powers, autonomy to local bodies, institutional pluralism. Means ultra-localism also we say, means there will be more and more local bodies at local level and more entities to compete among themselves to cater urban local services. Like say कि BRT system. So BRT system a bus rapid transit system. It is on, let's say, operated on area wise, and there are, let's say, different operators, and then it brings competition among them. It promotes competition that enhances the quality of transportation. Similarly, let's say garbage disposal or waste disposal, so the contracts are given area wise, and not, let's say, contract is not given to one person. So then it further promotes competition, and it brings more and more managerial ethos, because you have to deliver those services very efficiently. So it enhances the quality of, let's say, urban local facilities, amenities, infrastructure, greater devolution it results, but at the same time it has also its own flaws. That is what we have to write in global local debate or globalization. Plus we will talk certain conceptual aspect, how the idea of globalization came. Basically it came from Japanese culture, so we will talk about the Japanese culture. We will also give one to conceptual theoretical overtone of global local debate, and this is what we have to talk on global local debate.
Welcome to LUKMAAN IAS. Study General Studies with LUKMAAN IAS for building comprehensive knowledge. GS paper 2 and 4 will be taken by S. Ansari, and other papers will be covered by renowned faculties. Live classes are as effective as offline classes. The classes are highly interactive in nature. Your doubts and queries will be addressed, and there will be dictation of notes. In the last 10 years, LUKMAAN IAS has set up a niche in the field of UPSC guidance.